Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about the NGS headline. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily. So if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to talk about is the NGS Official Creators. As you can see here, we can finally find out who our official creators are. So we have Koichi, Renova, Chrono Catastrophe, myself, Ninja Cheeto, Thrift Shopping, Xitre, Galvis, Nompon, Phantom Yosha, Raka Place, as well as Miss Meep. Now to everyone in this list, congratulations. I just want to point out that my name is the only one in lowercase, even though I do know that my name is supposed to be in lowercase, like the first letter. I just find it funny that everyone else is in uppercase. I just failed grammar that badly in English. But yes, my name is in lowercase, by the way. Sega did not mess this up. This is correct. But enough of that, let us jump into the May info dump over here because there is a lot to talk about and oh my god, this artwork is freaking beautiful. So the first thing I want to talk about is the NGS first year anniversary begins on May 11th. So that is 2 weeks from now, and we are expecting to see quite the big overhaul. You can see that Central City is going to have a lot of like light shows and fireworks and stuff. In Retem, we have these like super crazy purple lights. It looks really nice. And of course, the Rappies are going to be dressed up. There's a freaking crown on the region mag, which is pretty awesome. However, on top of that, there are new gathering materials. There is the randomite as well as the anniversary artichoke. So the artichoke seems to be maybe a new item. I don't really know what this one is. However, the randomite is this rainbow colored looking rock, and when you break it you get a bunch of random minerals. So this is pretty cool. I quite like this idea. It allows people to actually go out and do mineral gathering, especially throughout the duration of the anniversary event, because well, that's a lot of minerals. Look how many cubes there are. Next up, we have a bunch of mischievous symbols around the field as well. They look ginormous. I find it pretty hard to miss these. Look how big they are compared to your character scale. Your character's freaking tiny. This is like freaking 5 ashes stacked on top of each other. So I think this is going to be pretty hard to miss. But the thing that's got me excited is this new enemy, the Captain, or I'm going to call it Captain even though it's Captain, but it kind of looks like a guy from the casino, the Meseta guy. So he's going to be roaming around in the exploration zone, and it is a rare trial. But what makes this guy so special is when you defeat him, you have a high chance of getting mastery capsules. So in the video that they showed, when Ash defeated this mob actually dropped mastery 1, 2, and 3, one of each capsule. So this might be the new mastery farm, which is going to be pretty cool. Of course, my best friend Xitre is coming back with her exchange shop and limited time tasks, but this time Xitre has some pretty awesome item. First of all is this mag device. This is so cute. It's a chibi Aina mag, so I definitely will be rocking this because it's just adorable. And of course, we are getting a bunch of new stamps. I just want to show you, we are getting the weak bullet stamp, we are getting the I am out of resin stamps, we get all of these are fan made and we are getting them all. So this is one of the events where you actually want to farm all your seasonal points in order to get all of these fancy stamps as well as the mag device. But on top of that, there are armors as well, which are all at plus 50 already. Now as for the augments themselves, they're very mediocre. It's Might 2, Spirit 2, Daedal Soul 2, Dreadkeeper 2, as well as Dark Exploit 1. So they're, they're okay augments. They're not really crazy good. They're pretty budget. However, if you are a new player, you're coming into the game, or maybe you want to build for like a range class or a technique class or a melee class, this is a really good stepping stone because the armor is already at plus 50, so it saves you a bunch of arms refiners as well as enhancement materials. It's got some decent augments already, at least like the Boss Soul 2 you can keep for sure. You could probably upgrade everything else if you want. I mean, Dreadkeeper 2 is also still worth quite a bit, so that's pretty nice as well. And you would want Dark Exploit 1 anyway because all of the mobs are going to be weak to the dark element since we are in a new seasonal event. Now speaking about seasonal events, we do have a new limited time quest drill, Dazzling Chaos Suppression Operation. So this is similar to what we had before with the Spring 2022 event. However, they have improved things where you do not need triggers anymore. So you can simply just go to town activate this pylon over here and just click auto matchmake. And you don't need any triggers, you don't need no nothing, and you can run this limited time quest as many times as you want. And what's really cool is at the very end of this run, there is a chance that the final boss is gonna be the captain over here, which drops mastery. So this might be an easier way for those who don't like wandering around in exploration zones. We can just run these triggers over and over and over in order to farm those mastery capsules, because Captain does drop mastery 3s, so that is really cool. So something pretty cool about this trigger is, of course, they are meshing in both Alio mobs with Retem mobs. So you might bump into a dragon, and right after the dragon you might bump into Renus Retem, which is the worm. And you can see over here, this is the final boss. However, I'm not sure that Captain boss will always spawn every single run. They did say that there is some probability involved. But yeah, it's pretty cool stuff, because I want to beat him up and get those Mastery 3 capsules, baby. Now, of course, this is treated like a seasonal event, so we are getting the new Dark Elemental weapons, the Obscura series. And I'm happy to announce that the katana will be available in this weapon series. The normal color is the purple colored one. However, there is a color variant of these red ones, so that is pretty cool. Now, don't forget, if you farm 300,000 seasonal points, you do get this weapon camo, which you can apply to all of your regular weapons, which is pretty awesome. Next up is an AC Scratch Playful Grappler. So this is a martial arts themed AC Scratch, which is pretty cool. And the one that I am most interested in is this Panda. Now, I know a lot of people don't like rocking type 1 body types. However, the Panda, you can't say no to the Panda. In the freaking trailer video, they had a Panda with a freaking launcher. A Panda was shooting rockets out of a rocket launcher. It's freaking awesome. So yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards this Panda over here. And I also really like this dress over here. This dress is also very sexy. And I do like this style quite a bit. However, the most ridiculous thing is, of course, the Motion Glide Cloud Riding. This is just straight out of DBZ. You know, you're freaking Goku. You're riding on your cloud. You're traveling around planet Alpha, and yeah, you're Goku. So this is freaking awesome. Unfortunately, this motion glide is a scratch count motion prize. Normally it is the dashes, which is the scratch count bonus. However, this time it is a glide. Alright, now for all of my free-to-play players, get excited. During May 18th, we are getting the new Refined Form 3, and it's all Phantom, baby. It's Phantom everywhere. So for those who played the base game, Phantoms had the most edgiest and most beautiful looking outfits. Personally, I really like this character. I saw in the trailer, I was like, yo, I'm gonna rock this character, but like, she doesn't play a part in the story at all. I've seen her like once, so I was just like, well, whatever. But it doesn't matter. They made her outfit NGS type, and this girl is also available in the SG Scratch. So the main thing that I want to point out are the hairstyles. This hairstyle is freaking amazing. Freaking twin tail hairstyle, and it's available through SG. And if you don't have any SG, don't worry. You can just use your selector ticket from the mission pass in order to get this hairstyle. But this SG Scratch is freaking awesome. Now, don't worry, my cast players, you've got some really badass looking armor here as well. Now, it seems to be the theme that we get all the ridiculous stuff in the SG Scratch, so we do get this really silly looking motion glide of a chopper where you're literally yeah, you're in this like helicopter device. It's really weird, but whatever, I don't care, it's free, I'll take it. Of course, we are getting a new mission pass, so season 8, where we will get the selector ticket from here, as well as a 3-day shop pass, as well as the first year anniversary Rappy mag skin. Unfortunately, I will be rocking the Aina mag skin because the Chibi Aina is just way too cute. So sorry, Rappy. Now on May 25th, we will get part 2 of the anniversary event. However, I'm gonna skip all of this because we can talk about all of this later. The only thing I want to point out is, of course, this Manon accessory. It's freaking adorable as well. And it seems like we're gonna be able to get the helicopter glide, which was a previous AC Scratch bonus. So yeah, if you like to spin in the air helicopter style, you could definitely pick this up from the event shop. Now, something else that is also coming out on April 25th is, of course, the new Urgent Quest Mining Rig Defense Retem. So the TLDR for this new Urgent Quest is we will get Cuckoo Roseate weapons that can drop from completing this Urgent Quest. It's going to be a lot harder than the Alio Urgent Quest because there are going to be equalizing enemies. So if you've ever done the Geometric Pyramid, it's those bright red enemies enemies that make all the other enemies basically invincible, and you have to kill that mob first. So I can see this being a pain in the butt, especially if one of the bosses turn out to be an equalizing enemy. Then we're gonna be in deep doo-doo. Another thing coming out on May 25th is of course the original Creations A. So all of these outfits as well as these emotes were fan made and they made it into the game. My favorite is going to be this one, the emote Sneaky. This just looks so adorable, so funny. The male one just crawling on the floor with these two twigs. It's funny. So yeah, I might pick up this emote. Looks pretty dope. Now there's a whole bunch of stuff coming out in June, but this is way too far away. So we're going to skip all of these until a closer date. So we're going to fast forward over here to the Kvaris Expedition Preparation campaign. I know a bunch of you have probably looked at the Kvaris Expedition Preparation tickets and have been asking yourself, what are these tickets for? Well, they answered this in the NGS headline. They are actually used to exchange for 6-star rarity weapons when the new Kvaris region comes out. So you can basically get a 6-star rarity weapon immediately on day 1. However, there is a catch to this. As we can see here, 6-star and higher equipment drops can still be sold in the personal shop, while non-drop equipment cannot. So even though we will be able to pick up our 6-star rarity weapon immediately with those exchange tickets, those weapons will not be tradable. You will not be able to put it onto the market to sell it for big profits. So this is going to be a common theme starting from 6-star rarity weapons and armors and onwards. We will be given an option to exchange for specific weapons and armors throughout the event shops. However, those specific rewards will not be tradable and you will not be able to sell them on the personal shop. However, if you get a specific weapon or armor to drop via grinding, so a mob drops it, those items will be sellable. They're kind of finding a middle ground over here. So for people who are super unlucky and have not seen like a relic weapon, you know, maybe we get like a 6-star variation or version of the relic weapons, you'll be given 2 different options where you can just straight up exchange for a relic weapon with like event currency or through other resources. However, if you are lucky, you can still sell those weapons and still make a nice fat profit. So in conclusion, the 1-year anniversary event is okay. You know, I give it maybe a 6 out of 10. At least there are a lot of rewards that you guys can work towards as well as farm for. So I will be cleaning out the shop mainly for all of the stamps as well as that Aina mag device because that's freaking adorable. But other than that, not much happening until the new Kvaris region comes out. So for people who are new to the game, the 1st-year anniversary event is a very, very good event for you guys to catch up because they're giving away a lot of free stuff, a lot of good stuff, which will help jumpstart your progression, and you'll be able to save at least 100 hours worth of grinding simply because of the arms refiners. You know, all 3 armors at plus 50 already with augments on them. That is a big deal, so please do pick those up. For my veteran players, make sure to pick up all of those stamps or else you will be kicking yourself in the butt when you don't have the weak bullet stamp as well as the I'm out of res stamp, because those stamps are super useful. Other than that, maybe save your SG for the new SG Scratch because of course we are getting all of those phantom outfits. The main thing that I would focus on would be the hairstyles because there are 2 female hairstyles which look really, really good. And the weapon camos as well. We will get those scythes. So if you are into scythes and Grim Reaper type of stuff, then definitely you'd want to pick those up. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the rest.